Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check that. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. A huge play there right off the bat. 54 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
At the 22-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 43. 15.
They'll try the left side. Peyton. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the Colts' 23-yard line.
Yellow. Come on, Eddie. Yellow.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 91 is the mic. I'm coming.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes throwing the out route and complete. It's Holt. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Get him. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 91 is the mic. Not today, you are.
Now a give, right side. Peyton. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
43.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
go. 30 base.
Where's the mic? You.
Deep rip.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Come harder next time, son.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Sanders, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
SOS.
Hey.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. You go night.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
Come on now.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
60
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Pull it together.
Check four.
43's the mic.
Get it.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play.
It's a pickup of 6.
Three down.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50. I got him.
Tight dog.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Vikings 3, Colts nothing.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
I'm coming. Shift.
Watch recon. 132 fighter. Hey, exit.
Mike 50.
Greystone travel.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Mike's 50. I'm trying to collect. Check three.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
91 is the Mike. Mike 91.
Yellow.
Championships, baby.
Now Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Leo.
Check.
Hey, lock it.
Check.
Five.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning.
Slam.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mean Joe Green. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
It's 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes, a good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Leads to 3rd down and 5.
Mike 91.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Yo.
Lee Griffin.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They call that a loss of 6 yards, and it's 3rd down now. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Watch 24. Hey, Orvin.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Bring it, bring it.
Shotgun now for Manning. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. John Randall dropping the hammer.
A loss of 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Back, 15.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. On the move to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Go. Get it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Manning. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jerry Rice. 84 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Well, they had their chances in the 1st half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The 32-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch twist. Watch
Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Get ready.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
It's our time.
On first down, Peyton, and an alley to run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Walter Payton, 53 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready, break.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Another run here with Sanders.
Check the backer.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Show it.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
General West.
You got tape.
Now Leonard Fournette. Oh, he sheds himself free. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Leonard Fournette, 57 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired too, and just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you can do.
Mahomes now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's go, D.
Now here's Mahomes, able to shake him off. Mahomes hit, he lost the football. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Mahomes throwing on fourth. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Lawrence Taylor, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Hey, here we go. Jim.
6-6, pull it high.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Rip left, rip left. Alert flare, alert flare, flare.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready. 50, plant.
Double tight.
Ready.
Another run with Sanders. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, wahoo!
50's the mic. 50's the mic. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
He's driven.
Working from the gun, Manning. Going for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A throw over the middle taken in. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Undercrush, undercrush, under.
So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. He's going to loft one deep left and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Hey, check 24. Check 20. Attack. Check that.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
And bring it. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Yellow, yellow.
Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91.
Mahomes to throw once more. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mahomes now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
Hey, 43, 15. Yellow.
Mike 40. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Second down and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check that, he's attacking, attack!
Mr. Mike 91. It's our time. It's our time, guys.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mike 91. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now it's Mahomes again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Overload.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Manning looking to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Night Train Lane. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. That he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So after the INT, it's Manning. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. It's caught by Sanders. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Ready.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Manning. And that is incomplete.
There we go.
Today's final score.
So this one winds up in India.